just tell me a little bit about Ron Paul, because as you said, he served in Nepal.
Yeah, well, Ron Paul is now pretty much running neck and neck with Mitt Romney. Ron Paul's strength is that he is very authentically himself. And as a communication coach, I always say to my clients, don't try to be someone else when you get up to do your presentation or you get on the phone to make that important call. Be the best self. And Ron Paul has that nailed. He is authentic. He's not trying to be someone he's not. But he's also running for the highest office in the land. He's running for that GOP endorsement. And at the end of the day, sometimes Ron Paul being himself and being that authentic is actually a turnoff to a lot of the general public who would one day vote for president. So his strength is that he's authentic. He's got this great grassroots campaign going in the field in Iowa. He's raised way more money than in his attempt in 2008. However, if he does win tonight, or comes in even second, getting past the Iowa thing and being, appealing to voters in other states, voters in Texas, voters in New Hampshire, no matter where they are, that is his challenge. So it's kind of a double-edged sword for Ron Paul. Each of these candidates really has a huge plus and a big minus, and that's what they each have to grapple with and figure out, how do I really put out my best self and still not tick off the rest of the country who I may one day be asking for their vote.
I want to thank my listening audience for listening to Roshini Rajkumar. She's a communication and image expert, the licensed attorney, and the author of Communicate That. She's also the founder of Roshini Performance Group. Roshini, you've given us a really good information to think about, and I hope people have armed themselves as they go into the caucus. And I want them to watch tonight because, like you said, body language and words, those are so important.
Absolutely. They're very important. And just a little hint for your listeners, you can start watching tonight, 7 p.m. Central is when the voters actually go out in Iowa. And we'll probably be hearing results as the evening goes on and for sure by morning. But at the end of the day, really take this as an opportunity to see what is each candidate saying, how are they looking us in the eye, do the words match the actions, match the records. And that's the information all of us as voters in this country can take to November.
That's for all of us in our personal and our public lifestyle. Roshini, if we wanted to follow you on Twitter or catch you on the web, tell me where to go.
Absolutely. Well, Twitter is Roshini R, and I know you're on Twitter too. The website is communicate.thatbook.com, and there are loads of free information on there. We have Roshini's blog on there. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Facebook is Communicate That, and I like to share communication tips. So we're very accessible to all of your listeners because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what you know if you don't know how to communicate it.
Well, Roshini, you've been a great wealth of information. I will remember your voice in my head as I watch the caucuses tonight, and thank you for making us more informed on the Valder Beebe Show.
Thanks for having me on, Valder.
My pleasure.